Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga Express. Just make sure we are good to go. And we're gonna get down and we're already on the mat. Hi, I'm Jen, if we haven't met before. And we're gonna go through a half hour of just gentle stretching and relaxation. Okay, cool. Let me point this down a bit so we can see our mat. Very important. And also, hopefully very important, my lovely dog, who I wanted her to stay inside for the entire class, decided she wanted to go outside. So hopefully she will stay outside for the full half hour and I won't have to run off screen to let her in. We'll see. The wonders of real life, huh? So get yourself comfortable on your mat. Find some stillness. And breathe. Sometimes when it's a really busy day, you really have to struggle to get yourself on the mat. I understand, totally do. So just the fact that you made it here is awesome. We're gonna take 5 more breaths here and then we'll get started. Two more breaths. Wonderful. Let's just move around that head a bit, move around that neck. And then if you are sitting upright, whether it be crisscross or on your heels, I'd like you to pull that arm back and really open up that chest. Really pull everything back open. And switch it out. Beautiful. Let's do a tricep stretch. So bring those arms all the way up, palms facing each other, shoulders back and down. And then let's push one arm back just slightly. Come back up. Hold a second. Shoulders back and down. Other side. Always setting yourselves up for success. And come up. Now we're just going to lean over just a little bit. So I'm getting a side body stretch right here. And other way. Release, come up, bring those arms down. All right. So if you are sitting cross-legged, I would like you to sit on your heels because we're going to tuck those toes under. We're going to do a lot of foot activation work today, working that ankle, working that foot. It's just rocking a little forward, back, side to side, trying to get that whole foot on the ground so you're not just lifting, putting your body weight on like 2 or 3 toes. It's the whole thing. And if that means adjusting, adjust. And of course, if anything is painful, don't do it. And then releasing that, lifting one foot off the ground, you can rest that knee, move around that ankle. A whole bunch one way, and then a whole bunch the other way. And let's switch it out. Other foot. Move around that ankle. And switch it out, other side. Now, staying here on all fours, let's lift that foot up, point and flex, come back down, hip, ankle. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Other side, come on up, point, flex, back down. Two more. Beautiful. Now, if you want to come on, if you want to stay where you are, that's totally fine. If this is too much on your wrists and you want to come down to your forearms, that's totally fine too. We're going to lift that leg up. We're going to open up that knee to the side, and we're going to move around that ankle. So we're doing a nice isometric hold with the top of the leg. And then we're using the bottom of the leg to move around that ankle. And then come back in. Other side, lift that hip and move around that ankle. Both directions, up, down, left, right. And then come back down. Beautiful, sit on up. Pull those shoulders up and back. Really open up that chest. Let's do kind of like a mountain pose, but kneeling here. And then lean forward, tuck those toes under, and then walk those hands back to meet the feet. And hang here. If it's comfortable for you, and you want to put your hands underneath your feet, you can. My knees are super bent. I'm relaxing here. And then I'm going to roll up nice and slow. Okay, we're going to come with a nice wide stance. We're going to lift up. So we're lifting up those heels one at a time. Pelvis tucked under. Hands and arms are still in that mountain position. So we're just moving around. And then if you feel comfortable, let's do both at the same time. So you might need to move your feet in a little bit, up and back down. Working your balance. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, staying here. Put your hands on your hips or keep your arms where they are as long as your upper body is staying where it was. Let's do a little squat and come back up. A little squat, come back up. If you feel like maybe you're arching your back or doing something weird, physically put your hands there and let your body either help guide you down or give yourself a cue to be like, oh, let's pull this in, let's push this out. Bring the feet in one little step. Stay here, same thing. Down and up. Your body can lean forward a little bit, that's fine, but your back is staying flat. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Let's turn one foot to face forward. Step back on that other foot and have it face the other wall. So 1 here and 1 here. All we're gonna do, hands on the hips, lean it forward. We're bending that ankle, working that ankle, coming back in. We're pushing, we're stopping, we're coming back in. We're not working on any sort of momentum. We are in charge the whole time. Let's do 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1 and hold it here and put an arm on that leg and bring that other arm straight up, opening up that chest. Now we have weight on this leg, but we're not holding it for dear life. We could lift that arm up. All right, and let's Push yourselves up. Come on up. Come back in. Other side. We will rely on our body for support, but we are also in control the whole time. All right, so let's lean forward and back. Remember, we're coming in or holding or coming back. Let's do 2 more. The next one, we're going to hold it down. Let's come down and put that forearm and lift straight up. Can we lift that lower arm out of the way? Let's bring those arms up and come on in. Beautiful. Bring those feet in a little more. And we're going to go right into tree today. So hopefully we warmed up that ankle a little bit. We warmed up the hip a little bit. So maybe it's not if you just are coming literally straight from a chair. We're going to be down here. We're going to be hanging out in here. If you just came back from a run and you feel like or a bike or a row or something like that, you feel warmed up and you feel those hips are warmed up, maybe you can go a little higher. I'm going to be down here, probably with most of you, so don't worry, we're just going to be balancing stillness and then making sure that ankle is nice and supported. Okay, so we're pushing in on both sides. So the foot is pushing into the thigh and the thigh is pushing into the foot. I'm going to have my arms out here like I'm holding a giant beach ball. You can also have your arms up here. All right, so we're going to hold 40 seconds, okay? So we're going to push it a little bit. 40 seconds, 2 times. And I'm actually going to grab my stopwatch on my phone because I have it just here because I was making sure that obviously we were live. So I'm gonna not count so we can actually do 40 seconds equal. Okay, and we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, making sure those hips are tucked under, that pelvis is tucked under. If we need to tap down, do so, no worries. Your shoulders are back and down, and you are not holding your breath. If you can have that knee out to the side as compared to in, try to open up those hips as much as you can and find a spot. So we're going to do this 2 times per side. Right second, right, 40 seconds right, 40 seconds left, and then again. Three, 2, 1, release. Take a couple seconds, move around, grab some water if you want, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Getting yourself situated for 3, for 2, for 1, and let's lift. So whatever you did on side A, you do on side B. About 10 more seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring those arms behind you. Do a little supported back bend. You can look all the way up towards the ceiling if that's comfortable. If not, tuck that shin. All right, let's roll on up and let's get ready for round number 2 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let me see if I can get up a little higher today. Maybe I can. Woo. Seconds. 2, 1, release. All right, last time, second side. Ready? Let's begin. See if I can match side A and side B. My foot is not on my knee, and hopefully it is not on your knee either. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. Shake it out, and then we're going to head back down to the ground. So if you want to just pop this out of the way. Don't need that as a distraction. Lift those hands, supported back bend or arms up above. Lean forward, swan dive down. Let those arms hang again, just like we did on our way up. And then put those hands on the ground. One foot back, the other foot back. Holding in plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering down. Beautiful. All right, so we're on our bellies. You want to be on our back. So roll yourself over. And bring those feet in front. So we're here on our backs. You can lift yourself up to your elbows. We're gonna do some abs, and we're gonna do some like reverse bridges tabletop action, okay? So again, working that flexibility of the foot. Starting out nice and easy, we're gonna balance and pivot on our heels. So we're gonna come up and back down. If that isn't super comfortable for you, and you can maybe when you point those toes a little bit, find the position that works for you with your anatomy. Okay, so we're gonna bring those hands behind us. You can either have those fingertips facing your body or facing a little bit off to the side, whatever is comfortable again with your anatomy. And we're gonna come up and down nice and slow. So let's come up and back down. Just tapping just enough. Don't take the weight off completely. And back down. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, so bring those feet in. We're gonna come and we're gonna hold on to those knees. We're gonna lean back slightly. We're gonna keep those feet on the ground, and we're just gonna pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna roll on up. Next time we're gonna go back a little bit farther. If we don't want to, don't have to, just give me the option. Lean back a little bit farther, flat back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring those hands back behind you, either fingers out or fingers in. We're gonna bring those hips up with a flat foot. All right, ready? Come on up. And down. Don't touch all the way. Or you can touch all the way, just don't lift. Don't take the weight off of your arms. For 3, 4, 2, and for 1. And come on down. Release those arms, hold on to those legs. Now this time we're gonna lean back and do those pulses. If you want to take the feet off the ground, you can do so. Same thing, we're having that flat back the whole time. So let's lean back. If you want to pick your feet off the ground, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And we're going to do one more. If you would like to straighten out your legs, I will attempt to straighten out my legs. But if you've been with me for a long time, you know they don't go very straight, but that's okay because I'm doing my best, just like you're doing your best. So we're going to straighten those legs and make ourselves into a V type of position. If you so desire, last time going through with these pulses, okay? So I'm leaning back. I'm bringing my feet up. I'm attempting to straighten them. Arms are out, and I'm pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lowering them down nice and slow. All right, our final exercise before we cool it down, we're going to lift those hips off the ground, and then we're going to be reaching towards those ankles. If that is too much for you today, and you know it's too much for you today, I want you to stay in this position here, lift those arms off the ground, and then tap those ankles. That's what we're going to do. Otherwise, we are up here, and we're going to tap those ankles, okay? So we're going to go for 10, nice and slow. You might go a little bit longer if you're staying on the ground, just because it takes a little bit more time to do the ones that are up in the air, but we're going to just kind of stick with it together, and then we'll cool down, okay? All right, so let's lift up those hips, and let's tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Drop those hips, lay on the back. Give yourself a big hug. Rocking a little side to side. And you can drop those heels if you would like and bring those arms into a field goal or cactus shape. Really opening up that chest. Trying to be sure as much as you can that the shoulders are in line with each other and the elbows are in line with each other. All right, I'm going to slow down a little bit just so you can see what's going on. We're here. We're going to come in. We're going to come out. We're going to go up and we're going to go down. So trying to keep the body on the ground as much as you can. Obviously, when we're doing the little flies, we're not going to be able to. But we're going to come up, tap the wrists or the elbows or both. Come back, slide up, slide down. And keep going at your own pace. I hate when people say, oh, just tap your elbows together. I'm like, some people's bodies just don't let that happen. But usually, you can always tap those wrists together. Let's do 5. 4. We always want to make sure that we make the yoga experience accessible to as many people as possible. That's why we have the shorter sessions. That's why we have the longer sessions. So we have more sweaty slightly and come down and hold. And we also have the in. And the availability to watch these whenever you have the availability to do so. All right, so let's just turn our heads face one way, keeping that body where it is. If you feel any tingling anywhere, please adjust your body so you don't feel the tingling. Other way, because tingling usually means we're restricting blood flow in some way, shape, or form. And we don't want to do that. Or putting tension on the nerve or something that we're just putting extra tension on that. In this particular pose, you don't want to do so. Come on up, grab a knee. And let's open up that knee to the other side. So I'm going to slide myself back here. I'm going to straighten one leg and bring that other leg in, just like we're doing tree. but we're doing tree on the ground. Trying to relax those hips as much as possible. And if we could have both hips on the ground, that would be preferred. I know sometimes that's not an option, and if you don't have the availability to put something underneath this knee here, like a block or a pillow, it might be hard. So do your best. And then bring that knee in, and let's switch it out. Other side. And then come on in, and both legs out, and we are here in our Shavasana. Of course, as always, if there's something else that your body wants, feel free to do it now, and you can just do Shavasana afterwards. Usually the body just wants movement, craves movement, but if it's craving something in particular, please give it to it. If it's craving a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with fluffernutter or 15 Oreo cookies and a milkshake, we'll talk later, but that's a side tangent. Let's wiggle those fingers and toes. Of course, if you want to stay here longer, please do so. Otherwise, we're bending one knee. We're bending the other knee. We're dropping those knees to the side. And we're using that top arm to push yourself up to the seated position of your choice. Take a second when you're up here, and then just drop that ear towards that shoulder. Stretch out the side of the neck. And switch it out other side. Come back to the center. I'm gonna do a little neck exercise. What I want you to do is I want you to push that chin forward, pull that chin back in. Forward, in. So I'm only moving my head and neck. I'm not moving my upper body. So I'm in, double chin. Out, double chin. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then drop that head, drop that chin. And roll it on up. That's it for today. Have a great day. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening. And I will catch you later.